What's good, fam? Welcome to Subs Over Dubs Anime Podcast, episode 18. My name is Vision.
I'm Rebel.
Let's talk about this anime this week. So, some up, some down.
Yeah,
So, I guess we could start with the up. We've already watched this, but let's start off with Demon Slayer. We've seen it in the movie theaters.
for
We
sure.
already knew what this episode basically was about, so let's get a little recap in there. So, in the beginning, I don't know how far we're going to get into the Infinite Castle. I don't know what it's called. The Infinite Castle, I think.
Oh yeah, his
Their lair.
yeah.
It's super dope.
Lair.
Should I be in? I'll be an evil for a little bit to be
I
in
don't
it.
know, man. I was like getting dizzy. I was finna throw up. I was like, man, they just flipping it, and I was like, yeah, this couldn't be me, bro. I'm cool with a little village out in the outskirts.
Yeah, they had rooms on rooms for sure. I like the whole sequence of them showcasing their lair again, but the episode again was slow. To be expected because just the intro into the new season.
Sure.
You're showing some of the new characters. You're kind of just building up the plot, showing some of the bad guys that we're gonna be seeing probably later on. And I think we had the conversation. You said they maybe only be fighting one upper rank
They
in this
got
season
to.
in 13
Got to.
episodes. I think it's gonna be two for sure.
I just think they did the whole 2 last time, and I think when you start getting into like the upper 6, it's like
I'm trying to think
it took a Hashira and basically the 3 main characters to take down
two.
number 6 of the upper 6. So just imagine when you really only got the other 5
Well, we
left,
got
you
some
know?
of the other Hashira. There's 2 of them that are gonna be with them.
That's true.
I
That
don't
could
remember
also
the
be-
names. We got the lovely. I don't know if she's what pillar hers is supposed to be. I feel like she's the love.
Yeah, she's like the love Hashira or
Yeah.
something.
I want to say she is, and then I don't know what the other guy is with the scar. That's
He's not the snake guy, right?
no, he's not the snake guy.
I forget which one. Well, I think isn't the one that they run into. He's like the youngest Hashira or something.
Yeah, I believe so.
He had just started fighting like 2 years ago, and they're like, dang, he already.
Is he a Harasha or is he just like
Not the guy that was in the
not in the springs?
The other dude. So like towards the end of the episode,
Oh, where
when he runs into him. And,
yeah.
I think he was like the youngest Hashira, and he had been like, he's like, oh, he had only taken up the sword like 2 years prior to, and he had already became a Hashira. So I forget his name because it's been so long since they mentioned him. I think it was season 1 since they mentioned him.
Yep.
But yeah, he's got to be cool, bro. If he's the youngest Hashira, and
Hey
you know
man,
what I'm saying he's only done it for 2 years.
from what I've seen, all the Hashiras are cold. They all got some type of you gotta beat
Valid.
somebody.
That's valid.
The only other thing, how many Hashiras? How many top ranks did they fight in season 1? Was it any? I don't remember. I know you had like the
No, they're
spider
all the
kid.
lower.
Yeah, they're
like the
lower.
lower
They're upper.
12s, yeah, nah.
They're the lower
Season
demons.
2, you got into
The upper demons. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I think the first upper demon was the one from the Mugen
the
train.
movie train. Yeah, I think it was number 3.
Yeah.
That guy was cold, bro. I
Hey,
hate him though.
He's
I hate him for making Rengoku a donut. I hate this guy.
hey man, shout out to Ace.
Hey yo, yo.
But again, solid episode. We already know what we're about to get with Demon Slayer. You don't think it's gonna be as action packed as season 2, and yeah, season 2. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's gonna be better, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get Demon Slayer quality of
Yeah, I
action
mean,
animation.
I see us, like I said, if this is like a mini arc within a bigger arc, then obviously we're not gonna get the action. We're gonna kind of get more of a chilled story. And then if they do like a 13, like core 1, core 2, then obviously, the back half we're gonna get something crazy. But like I said, I think it was last week too. I don't see much action happening. I see this being like a side story, not filler, but not,
We'll see.
Not when we got a season 2, and that's okay because coming off of what season 2 just did, a couple episodes is not bad. I'll take 10 solid episodes of
Demons.
find the treasure or fix my sword. type of thing.
I was
Valid,
gonna mention too. Like I wonder how long it's gonna take for them to get his sword reforged because
Yeah.
the first mission it seems like they gotta go find him because I guess he went missing.
Yeah, he always apparently he goes crazy and just goes missing for days at a time or something.
So they gotta go track him down. So depending on how long they take to do that, and then like you said, transition to the actual arc, it has potential to end up like you speak of as far as them only really getting to fight one base in this limited amount of episodes, unless they went crazy on us and dropped
Yeah, unless they go crazy.
hour long episodes every week. That'd be
I don't
dope.
see it happening,
Yeah.
but You know, it's fine. Like I said, the kind of season 2 that you got in that core 2 was just it was crazy. So it's like I'm okay with at this point. Let's
That's
get some
slower.
get some character development. Introduce yourselves to a little bit more of the Hashiras. Get to know their backstories. I'm fine with that at this point, you know. But if season 3 is just going to be the 13 episodes, then we gotta wait another year. It's gonna kind of suck because it's like you have to wait another year to look forward to. But if they do a 24 episode core 1, core 2, cool with that. I'm ready to chill out with it. And you know, obviously, when you have characters like Tanjiro, especially if it's focusing on him and not so much the side characters, he's a likable guy, you know, and he's someone that like
Power of friendship.
yeah, you know, he's a power of friendship kind of guy. So you know, I don't mind rocking with him for 10 episodes, 12 episodes, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be 2 core because they typically announce it before. It should be just a single core of 13. But we'll see what's to come.
Sure.
They're definitely gonna give us something. So, like I said, I think I think I had it ranked at an A.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna hold up to its rating. Moving on. So Konosuba Megumin was the great explosion.
The great explosion of yeah.
So, as I thought, well, you know, watching the episode, some humor in there, some like comedy, of course, but yeah, I just see you missing the cast, man. Super, is it Super? No, jeez, we just had this damn conversation. Is it Subaru? Mm-mm. No, it's not Subaru. It's it's ReZero. God damn it, I had it the first time and I fucking mixed them up now. Our main guy. I'm not gonna.
You know, I had it like literally before you press record. I remembered because you didn't remember last week, and I corrected you last week, and I was like,
I thought I was right last week.
No, I told you. You said you were. I said Konosuba. What was his name? Subaru was ReZero. But and I looked it up.
We're gonna go to the tapes again.
You threw me off. Look, watch. I got you. I looked it up last week, bro. Why are we doing this? It's all good.
Hey man, if I gotta expose you twice.
The power of editing, if
I gotta expose you twice, I will.
Hey man, why you gotta expose me, bro?
Hey man, you're putting words on me, man. That wasn't said.
As well. Kazuma,
yeah.
Kazuma.
That's right.
Yeah. Look, it was good enough to me in the aspect that it got me nostalgic and it made me rewatch. So it's like it's doing what it's supposed to. It's kind of like holding us over until we get another season of Konosuba. But I do like that we're kind of getting the why of like why she loves explosion magic. And then that opening sequence was pretty badass. So I'm like,
yeah, it was the whole budget.
Yeah, you know, but like if that's what she's aiming to be, like towards the end of this, where they, like this has just been side mission after side mission. Once they actually try to go for the Demon Lord or Demon King, if there's a time skip or something, she's gonna be badass, you know. And it's just kind of cool to see her backstory. She came from the slums, you know. That's relatable, and you know this.
I will say there was
a bunch of waifus, you know, before they're, you know, like the ones that are in Konosuba. They're like, this is how they came to be. Like that girl who was like always following her in season 1, and I was like, it's just kind of funny to see how that
the progression
happened. Yeah, so.
I will say some of the funniest moments was when she was with her parents, because like the dad was like, honey, put on the high quality tea, boiled water will suffice. It's like,
hey man, he thought he had that dog in him. I guess he didn't. He thought he had that Riz.
Hey,
that was funny.
The boys were really slums, but yeah, it's definitely got some humor in there.
What did you grade it?
I think I said it's gonna be like a C. I think it's gonna be average.
I think it'll be above average. I think the animation that they've already started with, obviously, is a character that's well liked, and
yeah, I just gonna struggle, man.
The only thing that I could
like how long
if they add like some fan service to it, you know, obviously
they did,
up, but not really.
They did. They didn't OD, but yes, they did.
Oh yeah, with in the beginning opening sequence.
I'm trying to remember.
Mage.
The first mage, he was OD.
It was just.
I was talking about more so when they had all the girls posing and stuff for their idol, because you had the chicks with the bigger cleavage or whatever. But obviously, it's not the same level as Konosuba. They probably get there eventually.
I think it's gonna be like to me in my head, it's like an isekai. Like it's gonna be fun, nothing too serious, just enjoyable to watch. And it's a good like side story. Like
it's not even an isekai yet though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is isekais are like very lighthearted, fun to watch. That's what I'm comparing this to. and it's gonna be. So I'd rather have this than no Konosuba at all, right?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, of
Like
course.
it's just something to hold me over, and I'm like, I don't take it seriously, but I think that it will be above average because of how they've already expanded the universe, how they've already gotten us a liking to the characters. It's gonna be an easy draw. I don't think it's gonna be something where they're trying to force it, because it's like all it's doing is explaining why Megumin is the way she is. All it's explaining is how she came to be and all of the characters around her. So it's just kind of like a little funny, like, you know.
We'll see, man.
I mean, could they have done this in a flashback of Konosuba
They
season
could have
3?
done this in 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, but like we'll see.
It's gonna
I'm
be
excited to see what happens.
it's gonna be
enjoyable.
it's gonna be interesting to see how they portray the journeys for her to use explosion magic. Cause I feel like we're gonna have to literally wait until the last episode, and she's gonna finally crank that bitch out.
That'll suck, and then that's what she finds out.
That'll suck.
Yeah, she's just like, I don't know how to do it yet. I don't know how to do it yet. Oh, I gotta save my rival. Explosion, like that'll kind of
I'm
suck.
almost positive that's what's gonna happen.
But would it suck because?
It sucked because they're gonna do this in 13 episodes.
Well, what I'm saying is it gonna suck because we've seen Konosuba? Like, if this came out first and then it transitioned to Konosuba, because like I feel like we already know what she's capable of. So like, all right, hurry up and do it. It's like, do the flip already, bro. Like I already know you're gonna do it. So it's just
that's probably a big factor too, because we know what the end game looks like. Because
she can already do
we've seen
today.
her do it, and then she's gonna be drowned out. So we're gonna see the progression up to her being able to. So how you break that down in 12 more episodes and keep us entertained on the journey to that, it's gonna be tough. So we'll see what they can do with this show. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be bad per
I'm
se.
gonna give it some. I mean, look, like I said, I'm pretty sure I put it above average at a B tier, and like, it's hard to go against Konosuba 1 because if these are the same writers, like they just made comedy gold. Like they gave us an anime that's just.
I think the characters have a lot to do with that, and you're not really taking characters out and putting equal amount of characters in that kind of fill those voids.
Yeah, but think about it. If you have a character who, okay, we've already pretty much met everyone that's already in present day. She can meet other people. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
That could
They
change
got
the
time.
dynamic of the show, but. Like I said, I'm gonna have.
We're always compare it though to what the show.
I mean,
that's
true.
the problem.
That's true. But like I said, I don't see it as like a negative thing. It's just like a side story, flashback, just to hold us over until Konosuba's done. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're watching Dragon Ball Z and everyone's fighting off the villain, waiting for Goku. It's like we know what's gonna happen when Goku comes out, so we're just gonna enjoy what's in front of us right now. That's how I see it.
Yeah, but then it's like the shows. We're watching the side story about how everything's looking through Vegeta's eyes and watching the progression. So
that's bad.
We'll see, man.
That's bad. We'll see though. But look, episode 1 wasn't bad, bro.
Listen, I'll say this.
Side story was.
That's how bad One Piece has got him. He called this series a flashback. It's 13 episodes long.
Is it not technically a flashback if you think about it?
It's a prequel.
Prequel is a what? If you have something that's already created and you go back in time, it's a flashback. It's basically a flashback.
But I'm just saying. The only reason I mention this is because it's multiple. It's 13 episodes long.
When I was calling it a flashback, I was saying we could have taken her whole story and turned it into a flashback.
That's what they should have done.
And that's what I said. I said I would have been okay with if we got Konosuba season 3. They did that in 2 episodes.
This could be OVA.
But I'm okay with what they're doing. It is what it is. I like Kazuma. I like Konosuba, but exploring the other characters is always fun for me.
Darkness, come on, man.
So if you got a darkness backstory, or you got a Aqua backstory,
I would rather them do the backstory and give them all 3 episodes. That would be more entertaining than doing that just a Megami.
That there I like giving them 3 episodes and then that's cool. I like that. But would you be okay with if they did 13? Like between every season of Konosuba, they gave them a.
I mean, I'd watch it, but do I think it's really gonna benefit the only especially for the other characters? The other characters that would make better stories because you don't really know that much about Darkness. I mean, you know what she's about, but you don't know much about her. Aqua, we know about her, but there's so many different ways you can go about her becoming a god and whatever.
Yeah.
Megumin's whole show is about
the
her
reason why
final
they chose Megumin was because Megumin is
popular,
the most popular character besides.
That's fine. That is a fair.
I like Aqua, bro. She's funny as hell.
I like all of them.
Yeah.
They're all equally funny for the most part. I just think
they're better.
It's gonna be hard for them to keep us entertained for 12 more episodes when we know what the attack is and we're not gonna see it to the end. I know we're not gonna see it to the end.
We'll see. We will see next week. on to the next.
Did you watch? Did you catch the slime movie yet? No.
Oh, I keep forgetting, man. I've been literally was watching the list, and then I started just watching isekais on the side, and I was like there's something I have to do.
Yeah, watch
There's
Bleach.
a lot I have to do.
Yeah,
No, I
watch
haven't
Bleach.
watched Bleach, and I haven't watched the Scarlet.
Right.
Unfortunately, I'm out here like struggling.
Sorry, man. You'll make it one day, hopefully.
One of these days, I will watch that slime movie. I promise I will watch the slime movie, and I will have my review ready by next week. I got it. Bleach, hey man, this is between me and God on that one. But slime, I could do slime, bro.
I'm gonna
keep forgetting that it's because you sent it to me on Messenger, and then like I just keep forgetting. You should text it to me.
Now I gotta help you succeed.
I gave
you the directions to the water. Now I gotta hand feed you the water.
Yeah, you're right. I'll scroll up and find it.
You don't even have to scroll up. It's the last message. But moving on, other animes. So we talked about two. Trying to think, I'm missing one. Obviously, we haven't seen Ranking the Kings. It hasn't dropped yet. I think it's this Tuesday. There's one more I'm forgetting. I did not catch My Hero. Or no, is it called?
It's like my Home Hero.
My Home Hero. Yeah, you right. Yeah. You got that one. I feel like I'm missing one that we watched.
It's the I literally just watched it.
Oh, the action one. Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. Yeah.
So let's talk about Hell's Paradise. We talked about episode 1 last week. Episode 2, man, it's getting good. We have a lot of this guy's looking more OP as we go on, bro.
Wild.
He's killing area with his is like ripping people's throats out with his fingers, dog.
I thought he was gonna be pretty much like on par with everybody, and then that girl was like, "Oh yeah, bro." I was like, She was like, "You're famous in our line of work, but you don't
look like a regular."
Yeah,
you look like a regular.
Like I thought you was gonna look, which was funny, and I'm liking the dynamic between Gabi Maru and I forget her name. She has a weird name. But anyways, she's got some whole like I don't know what it is.
She's got some confidence issues.
Is she afraid of killing people, or can she do it without emotion? And he's like,
it's okay to like.
He doesn't want to kill, but he's like, you
gotta embrace.
Yeah, it's okay to not want to kill people, but I like that he's the type of person that he's like, well, my back's against the wall. Look, I'm trying to talk to you. And if you don't want to be cordial about this, then we can run it.
I gotta live, bro. So that means you gotta die. So
he said, I gotta get back to my wife, bro. He's like, we're gonna run this, and he did that, bro. And it's crazy. So it's gonna be really interesting to see the dynamic that they take when they get on the island. And I think he's meant to like more develop her character. So it's almost like I question who's the main character, because like obviously it's about him, but like. It's her story of like influenced. She's gonna develop and things like that. So I wonder how it's gonna play off those. But I'm more interested to see what that Heaven Paradise Island is about, because I'm like, people are coming back as flowers, and I'm like, this is crazy, because this is something that
a little bit different.
Yeah, it's different. We haven't really seen this. We've seen get transported to another dimension. You do this, so this is kind of like, yeah, you go to an island that has flowers and butterflies, you might not come back. Like, if you do, we'll pardon you. So it's like criminal. It's different and it's refreshing. So I'm enjoying it right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a good show thus far. I didn't think I'd see another character more OP than Saitama, but I think we it's pretty close. The motherfucker just takes damage, kills with ease thus far. So
no.
And another thing that I'm interested to see is some of the other, I forgot what they're called, but basically guys who are
the other criminals.
Not the criminals yet. There are some of them I want to look at, but the other, I forgot what they're called. The ones who are beheading people, the girl, all the other one around them.
The executioners.
Executioners.
Yeah, so they're from some certain family, and apparently they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm feeling like, okay, she's not bad herself. So like the one she was talking to with the red hair, like how strong is he?
He's got to be the like the Kakashi or the he's got to be OP. So I'm interested to see.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like I said in the first episode, it's like, how are they gonna handle these characters after they've shown us the main character be so OP? Because they've already laid out some of the rules, like if your executioner die, your chaperone dies, you die
you're,
too.
You're done, yeah.
They kill you too. So I
So
think
it's gonna be cool because it's gonna be like they're gonna kind of have to help each other, but not really.
not well. It's gonna be one way, but like he's gonna have to protect her and then also help push her past her.
Yeah.
Her limits.
I want to see the other criminals. What did they call them? Like they had the Red Seal or something like that.
Red Seals are basically the extraordinary criminals, and
I'm interested to see the rest of them because I'm like, bro, they. It's funny because like in animes, it's just so like predictable. Where it's like they just have a bunch of randos written and drawn.
but you
And then,
can
like the ones
you can,
like, oh, the purple hair, all right, she's
yeah,
gonna live.
you can
the red
see
hair, he's gonna live.
they're like visually unique, so you'll kind
yeah,
of be able to spot
it's
them out.
cool. And that's what I think it was 10 of them, so that's gonna be cool. And I mean, you already know they're all gonna be OP, so
We'll see. I don't know
I'm just
about
wondering. Hey, well, look, they were doing the same thing he was doing. They both had their hands, except for that guy who was like sleeping, like the giant. But I'm
that.
interested.
Well,
to
his
see
hands was bloody.
if he's the strongest.
I think he is. Not even close. The only thing I want to see is with the other
He
girl.
was the most famous. They did say that Gabimaru, the Hollow, like that.
He's the most
guy's
well-known.
famous one. Yes.
I want to see not the Kanochi, the other ninja, the other one. There's like a blonde-haired girl. They didn't show her do anything, so I'm curious to see what her.
Oh, I know you're talking about the one like they drew her like.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, waifu Wednesday, baby.
Shout out to Waifu Wednesday. Was Hell's Paradise knows what to do, man. Good follow up. Welcome to Man Me, guys. So that's the character I'm the third most interested to see like what she's about because she's just shown sitting there, untouched. So I was like, did she just like
what she did?
Everyone just moved around her or what? Now it was a solid episode. I kind of seen it coming soon as they're like, we need to cut the numbers down. I was like, well, free for all time.
That was pretty dope. I didn't expect that. What I did expect was like when they got to the island, like half of them were just gonna drop. But the fact that they were like, yeah, y'all need to drop that, I was like, okay, this is pretty. So it's cool because you're getting already character development. You're getting to kind of see Gabimaru's like softer side, and they're getting a whole bunch of action. So it's like they're balancing it out pretty well so far, and I like it a lot. And it's enough to keep the story interesting.
I'm kind of surprised they even let him fight outside the tent. I thought they were gonna attack him.
I thought, like as if he was trying to run away. I was thinking the same thing. But hey, man, he needs to get that pardon.
He's like, I ain't gonna stop me if you don't want. That's the other thing too. Is like, I mean, we don't really know why he allowed himself to get caught. I mean, he said he didn't have anything to live for, but now he does. It's like, what's just stopping you? Like, nobody has really fucked with you yet, except for her. She gave you the sense of that you were gonna get beheaded, but other than that,
yeah,
like, motherfucker, you survived lava one.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. I think he was trying to convince himself that he did want to die. Like, you know, and I think the more that he thought about it, and she kind of broke him down. Like, you keep saying that, but my soul scared you, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's
Your
what
instincts say otherwise.
Yeah, because I think at the end of the episode, kind of like with Thorfinn, he was like, you say you don't want to live, but when I struck that fear in you, you blocked it. So I think it was something that he was unaware of. Like, he's like, all right, I'm ready to die. And he's probably like, why am I like purposefully not letting myself get killed? So that's another thing about character development you're seeing already early is like he's doesn't even know how to be in tune with his own emotions because he's the hollow, you know. So it's interesting, man. I like the show. I like the pacing. I like the unknown aspect of it. So man, I'm excited for another episode.
A lot of potential for sure.
I'm
Looking forward to. This is one series we're gonna plan on keeping, but the next one I haven't had a chance to watch. You watch. So what do you think? Is it staying on the list? My home hero.
And look, I'm not gonna lie to you. So look, I'm very big on sci-fi. I'm very big on otherworldly. This is look, in my opinion, it's not something I would watch. Right? So premise of the story is a dad is a detective. I think they mentioned like very briefly or something like that. He said, or he's good at detective work, something like that, right? He's just a normal old dad, finds out his daughter is getting beaten by her boyfriend, and so he sneaks into her apartment, and the boyfriend, you know, goes in, and he's talking about all these things, he ends up killing the boyfriend, but the boyfriend ends up being like basically someone important in the Yakuza. So then he's trying to like dodge that, cover up the murder. He's finding out that like his house is being wiretapped. They caught him in there. So it's kind of like very grounded.
Mm-hmm.
and it's about this like dad who's like just will go to any lengths to protect his daughter.
So we got Taken, the Japanese version.
Yeah, so there's like
Reverse, though he killed someone.
no fantasy of it, no powers. It's very grounded. It was okay. Like this will be the first time I'm saying this in 18 weeks. Right, we've done 18. This is our 18th podcast. It was like a 4.
Oh wow.
It was like a 4.
Marco
But
gave a below average of 6. I'm just
Only,
first.
yeah, like, and that's me being honest. Like, I judge very loosely. 6 to me is like pretty good, and there's not many animes that are below a 6 in my opinion. But for me personally, it's not my cup of tea. It's like, you know how slow Inspector is, but like without the sci-fi. So it's just like a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of like, it's just not. It's not for me. It's not for me. So I will continue watching it if we're gonna do this for the podcast.
Well, I still haven't watched it yet.
So look, we'll do. You watch. I think it would be probably 3 episodes by the time we get to next week. Watch 3 episodes. Let's talk about it next week.
We'll call it next week.
Yeah, we'll call it next week because, you know, like I hate to say it, but like from an aspect and being frank, I am almost like a basic anime watcher, where I want fight scenes. I want the drawings to show explosions. Like I like the fantasy aspect of anime, and that's why when we go back to our conversations, I don't watch like sports animes because I could just that's a real world thing to me. I can go and just
You want to just see something that's extraordinary out of the normal.
Yeah, you know, it's like putting your head in a book and you want to read a sci-fi book because you're escaping your own reality. But if you're watching something that like can't happen in the world, you're like, yes, and there's nothing special to it, and that's just how I feel. Like it's, and I will tell you this, as slow paced and how, in my opinion, don't flame me, how boring it was still better than Revenger. Not Tokyo Revenger, the other Revenger.
Damn.
Like it was still better.
It's fucked up. That's how you really feel.
Revenger was not good. Like it's just, it was.
Sorry, I already knew it was gonna just be very basic samurai action. I didn't have high hopes.
Yeah. It was that. It's still better than that though. So I will give it that.
Sheesh. Well,
only because of the power of a father's love for his daughter. Like, you know, that's the biggest plot point to this. And I think as the story progresses, he's gonna kind of continue to be evading them, or how he kind of takes out the Yakuza. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be one of those animes where it's like, I started off just trying to protect my daughter, and now I'm like elbow deep in like, now I gotta kill a whole organization type thing. So we'll see. But the first 2 episodes to me haven't been promising. But like I said, if y'all like it, that's on y'all. It's just not my cup of tea. I like fantasy. I like adventure. I like isekais. I like exploring the unknown. That's just my preference. So, like I said, I would love for you to watch that, and then we can talk about it a little bit more next week.
bet I'm gonna catch up and check them out. That way we can kind of see where, you know, Marco, man, Rebel.
Yo, this man been name dropping me for the past 2 weeks, bro.
Oh, wow.
Just drop my Addy, why don't you, bro? Hey yo.
But okay, I think that'll wrap it up for this episode, guys. Let us know if we miss anything. I think we'll end up if I watch it and it's just like I'm on the same page, because it is good for us to watch things that we don't necessarily like that way.
For sure.
It just helps with the community, like other people like other animes. So it shouldn't be all about what we want, but if we're like killing ourselves to watch it, and then that's another discussion. So
yeah, we're already doing it for y'all with Vinland Saga.
hey man, there's fruits to your labor there. So unless they do something drastic on this towards the end of the season, but we're getting into the climax. I think we're gonna reap the rewards pretty soon. But
We shall see.
let us know in the comments, guys. Is it subs?
Or is it dogs?
Peace.
We out.